All right, hello. How you guys doing today? I see JJ and Timmy here. How you guys doing? Hope everything's been going well for you guys. I hope you guys had a good Tuesday. Today was Tuesday. Hope you guys had a good Tuesday. Excited to see everyone here. And yeah, hopefully today is the day we find the shiny. I'm expecting us to get a good number of encounters in today. We got 230 in yesterday. It will be interesting to see what the weather is, because I forgot the weather will change on us here. Hey, how's it going, Juan? Welcome. How you doing today, man? So let's see what the weather is. It's not foggy. All right, so we gotta re-find our balloon here to hunt. That might slow us down a little bit, just because, you know, we probably aren't gonna have another 60% overworld encounter spawn area for Drifloon. So that is unfortunate, but oh well. Shouldn't be too big of a deal though, because no matter what, we can get a 5% spawn, which not perfect, but we only need 70 encounters here before we're no longer going to be doing doing anything with what am I trying to say? With KOs. We'll have all the KOs done here in like 70 encounters. So all right, what's the best spots? Surf in normal weather. It's a 10% overworld surf spawn right now. I would like. What's Watchtower Ruins? Be intense, sun, please. It is not. Is that Sandstorm? Yeah, no. Yeah. I think we actually have, if we surf, we actually are going to find it here, so. Let's try that out. Yeah, there we go. There's Drifloon. Not fantastic, but we're going to do it. Don't know where Drifloon spawns. It spawns in a ton of places in the wild area. It's just the wild area and the whole funky weather mechanics side of it, you know, it's not fantastic. But this will work for us. You got shiny Registeel. Yo, congrats, Timmy. That's awesome. How many encounters did it end up taking, or were you not really paying too much attention to that? Dark Litton, how's it going? Good luck. Thank you. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I'm hoping we can get some good luck today. So this is a 25% spawn in the North Lake here. Also, we're getting it in the South Lake. So I don't know what the South Lake's if it's overcast, it's not. So I'm just gonna guess they've got an okay chance here. Double checking. Yeah, Watchtower Ruins is a snowstorm, which is what we were getting. It's random 10% in snowstorm, which isn't what we needed. So this might be our best bet. It's not going to be as good as it was yesterday. But oh well. Like I said, we only need 70 encounters today on Drifloon before we're just going to be running into it. We probably don't actually even know. Probably don't even actually need that much. If I'm being completely honest, we probably don't actually even need that many encounters. All we need, sorry about that. All we really need here is a consistent number of them, right? Like, if 5 are on screen or 1 is on screen, it doesn't matter as long as there's always at least 1 on screen, you know? 7:13, you think? It was early. That is really early. Yeah, awesome. Congratulations. Getting set up for Regigigas. Best of luck. Best of luck with that. I had a cat hair in my mouth for some reason. Alright, I'm hoping, yeah. We are getting a decent number of Drifloon. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. And us having the Pyro Ball working for us is still good, which I think is, honestly, the Pyro Ball is a bigger benefit for us than the increased spawn rate is. 280 Dynamax Adventures for Guzzlord and 108 soft resets for Groudon and Ultra Sun. Best of luck on that. Do you have the charm for the Dynamax Adventures? Because that's crazy. That's almost 3 times the odds if you do. Or I guess maybe not, right? Like, or yeah, no, it is, right? Because it's 1 in 100 for each of them. So it's like 1 in 25 for a shiny at some point during it. It's been a while since I've done Dynamax, so like I'm getting the numbers mixed up in my head. But yeah, best of luck on a Dark Litten, and best of luck on the Groudon. Hopefully you find that one super quick and like keep it in the triple digits. Don't have to go into the thousands. Yeah, just so long as we didn't get like, yeah, okay, there we go. I was just like, just so long as like the Drifloon spawns we've gotten so far aren't just extra lucky. You do have the charm. Oh man, I hope you find it soon then. I hope you find it soon. Almost 3 times odds is brutal, especially with Dynamax Adventures. Like you look at the encounter number and it doesn't seem like all that much, but it really is, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna pick that up so we don't keep seeing the sparkle. Alright, what is the South Lake's actual kind of like spawn rate for Drifloon? So far not great. Okay, there's one. Yeah. Yeah, this could be better, but it's not awful. I'm not complaining about this rate here. Might have to check and see if there's a better spot. I mean, it's not terrible in the North Lake. I think the South Lake's like a 10% spawn instead of the 25 like the North Lake. So I should probably stay in the North Lake. Alright, and Drifloon feigning without giving us any kind of issues is nice. It's always nice when we don't watch our health bar go down on Cinderace at all. Do you have the charm? You don't? I do have the charm. I do have the charm, Timmy. Yeah, so that's awesome. You got Registeel in 17-13 without charm. That's awesome. But yeah, no, I do have the charm here, so our odds will be 1 in 512 for any brilliant Pokemon we see once we hit the KO number, the 500 KO. But everything else is 1 in 1365. So hopefully we find it relatively quickly, especially given how long Duskull took. But I can't complain too much about Duskull, because after thinking about it, I remember that I found a Spheal in 5 encounters before the Duskull, so, like, that's reasonable. The odds kind of work out there. Where, like, overall in this game, I've been decently on par. Hey, Sebastian, welcome, welcome. How you doing today? Good to have you here. I am going to check eventually, like, once we get to, like, 490... I'm gonna check and see how many encounters we've done on Drifloon versus how many we've versus like how many are listed in the decks. Just because I apparently had done several encounters before the hunt, just over the course of my playthrough and dex completion and stuff. I'd actually done a good number of Drifloon encounters. Good, how am I? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Today was pretty chill. A pretty calm day at work. You know, nothing broke, so I didn't have to like do any kind of. I didn't have to sit in on any kind of emergency stuff. I just, you know, kind of had my stuff to do for the day and did it. And after work, I got a little bit of grocery stuff and washed my car. And yeah, now we're streaming. Come on, come on. So that Drifloon just didn't want to be there. Nice. Yeah, no, it was overall a good day. It was overall a good day. I'm pretty happy with it. Tomorrow will be exciting, just as it usually is. Wednesdays after work tend to be one of my more fun afternoons as far as like non-stream things go. Just because like I don't stream on Wednesdays, so I have a little bit more time to do these things. I'm trying to word this in a way that doesn't make it sound like I don't like streaming. I do like the streams, but it's my different night, and it's kind of nice. It's nice to have that, you know. And I'll be helping out with the robotics team I help with, and I'll be going racing, which will be a lot of fun. Glad you didn't get the online expansion. I've heard horrible things, but I'm also not shocked. I mean, I don't see the point of paying that much for it. It's a lot. I've said this before. The expansion costs the like amount that like Game Pass would cost, right? But Game Pass gives you new games. Imagine paying like you'd be paying as much for like N64 and Sega Genesis games as like Xbox charges for like brand new games in their subscription. Plus Xbox Live and PlayStation Now are like actually on competent online platforms. But isn't there like other stuff where just like online as a whole is completely glitched out because of this? Yeah, I don't know. I would like for Nintendo to kind of like change course on the price of all that. I don't think it'll happen. The cynical answer, unfortunately, the cynical response. I don't think they're gonna change it. I think they'll make enough money off it that they won't need to change it, and so they won't. You know, like just enough people will buy it for it to be like a net profit for them, and they'll be like, oh, we're good then. Have to wait until tomorrow for Reggie Steele. Why is that? But you found it already. Like, do you mean for Gigas, or is there something up with Reggie Steele? Can change the time. What do you have to change it for? I'm assuming you mean Gigas, and is there something like that Gigas does that's like that makes it an issue? Like as far as the encountering for it, can you only encounter it on certain days or something? You had to catch Regice? Oh, to get Regigigas? Yeah. Do you have to wait to do Regice? Is Regice well, like what's the reason for having to wait for tomorrow for it? I didn't think any of the I didn't think the Regis had anything like that. Like time requirements. Yeah, like you have to have all three of them to get Regigigas, but I have to wait a day after catching Regice, which you just did. Oh, I see. I didn't know that. Interesting. I kind of thought all the Crown Tundra stuff was like, just like go for it. You know, I didn't think that had any effect on anything. Oof. Rip Cinder Ace here, unfortunately. Yeah, at least like if you change the day for today though, like you can just change it back tomorrow. Still want the N64 controller though. It does look cool. I do like that. I still wish I had gotten the NES controllers, the NES Joy-Con controllers. Those are really clever. I liked them. As far as like, you know, the way they just like slid onto the rails and charged and stuff, that was kind of nice. Is the 64 controller available to all online subscribers, like, or do you have to have the expansion pack version of online? Do you have to have the expansion? Because I know the other controllers they've released were like limited to online subscribers, but and it was like just based off your Nintendo account. Like if you had online, you could use it. Is it limited to like expansion people? Or can anyone get that? Because I kind of just want that 64 controller as well. Come on. Drifloon, please. Please. Hey, I wasn't even looking. I think you need the pack. Oof. That's unfortunate. I can order it on the Nintendo Online store. And like anyone can? Or like anyone with online can? That'd be pretty sweet. Hey, Shy, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Shining Decidueye now, are ya? See your Rowlet? Oh, did you get a shiny Rowlet? Hey, Flint, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Glad you made it. Hope you guys have been having a good day so far. Nine eggs? 9 eggs? Really? That's incredible. That's awesome. Sorry to come here. Hey, that's all good, Flint. That's all good. I don't expect everyone to be here every stream. I'm just happy when people can be here. Square shiny too? Yo! An egg square shiny. That's awesome. That's incredible. 9 eggs. Really. Also, thank you for the likes on the stream so far, guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully we can hit our usual 15 like goal for the day. Love the shiny Rowlet line. Absolutely. Everything about the Rowlet line is amazing. And a luxury ball? How did you get a Rowlet and a luxury ball? I didn't think that was possible. Galarian Yamask and 8 encounters. That'd be in some insane luck. Max Ray Battles. Really? How did I not know those were in there? The Alola starters are in there. An event where you get the Alola starters. Okay. Got you. Remember when you get your shiny Rowlet and 35 eggs? That's awesome. Yeah, any ball. Yeah, if it's in Dynamax, you can do it in any ball. Nice. Anybody want to battle? There might be some people in chat. I'm not sure. Yesterday was a good day for the Drifloon hunt for sure. With that, we got really lucky with that weather to have a 60% overworld encounter. Cause like we're gonna be okay without it. Obviously, like we're doing decently here, but man, like there was no searching for Drifloons yesterday. They were there. They were everywhere. You know, it was more likely to. It was like, yeah, the odds of Drifloon spawning was higher than literally everything else combined. Don't know what you want to hunt now? I don't know. What are you feeling? Like, what kind of hunt are you feeling? So I feel like that's always like really the biggest limiting factor is like when people are like, oh, what should I hunt? It's like, I don't even know what game you necessarily have. I don't know what you can play. I generally know what you have, Shy, but like, I don't know. What are you feeling? Hey, Ree, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Also, guys, what is your thought on the music having a lot of being lyric heavy, like this playlist seems to be? When I initially clicked the playlist, I just kind of listened to the first half of the first song. I was like, oh, this is like a good vibe. You know, it's like nice and chill. Generally upbeat, you know, but then like nearly every song has been very lyric heavy. I don't know what do you guys feel about that. Does it feel like I'm talking over something? Do some spooky hunts as Halloween's coming up. Ooh, good point. Good point. I haven't really been thinking about that from a stream perspective, but yeah. Definitely a good way to get some inspiration for some hunting. Hey, Happy Frog, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? It's okay, because after a while it becomes like background noise. Alright, cool, cool. Because like I can talk over it generally okay, because my voice and the music's a certain volume in my headphones and stuff, but I'm just never sure how it mixes on stream. And it's one of those things where it's like, I know I should check it, but it's hard to check, you know? Because like, I always feel like I need to like just like really look into like just look up like what are like the appropriate kind of settings to have everything out at to hear how it's gonna sound on stuff. Good, got a shiny Zacian. Hey, that's awesome. I have my Zacian code. I haven't put it in into my shield yet, just because I feel like I want to reset my shield and get like a proper save on it before I do that. Because right now my shield has like no real save on it. Couple more days before Inktober's over. Yeah, we're getting close, Juan. We're getting close, man. I saw you started the second pen. Music's amazing. Not gonna lie, it's a good upbeat feeling. Yeah, like I've been like that's what I was saying. Like I love the vibe that it has. Like it feels like it's a really good like tone, you know, like for a stream like this. But my concern was just like the amount that the music started being like very vocal heavy. Because I know Puffin would always you know, like skip songs that were very vocal heavy. I would skip them sometimes, just because it's like it can feel like you're talking over it, and I just don't want it to be like sound like there are two people talking on stream, you know. Thinking of continuing your Morgrim hunt in Gloomwood Tangle, but also want to do a Brilliant Aura hunt. Not hacked, by the way, it's from the Mystery. Yeah. I figured as much. Gonna stay up until 3 a.m. like you did for Crown Tundra's release to celebrate. Man, you saying being excited and stuff. I'm so excited for BDSP, guys. We're getting closer and closer. What, 24 days now? There's the new trailers and stuff that got put out today. I haven't had a chance to look at them, but I saw that some new stuff had come out, so man, I'm getting so much more excited, guys. I'm so ready for BDSP to be out and for us to be playing that on stream. Because that's going to be a really fun, little bit of time there, you know? Hard to believe it's been a year. Yeah, since Crown Tundra came out? Yeah. Yeah, no, what I realized today, I went in and looked at, like, my stream analytics and stuff, and just channel analytics over the past year, and noticed that, like, the channel, like, we're 2 days away from, like, in 2 days it'll have been a year. Sorry for the weird confusion there. Like, weird, confusing way of talking. But in 2 days it'll have been a year since I said, hey, I'm going to start doing YouTube stuff again. And then I, like, did a couple streams and then stopped for another, like, month or two. So, like, realistically, we'll have been a year of, like, streaming again in, like, January. But technically, on, like, October 28th, 2020, I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna do more stream stuff. But yeah, no, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for BDSP. Legends is looking good too. Yeah, everything's looking really good. So I'm excited. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be a good season for Pokemon. Excited about BDSP? Same here, Dark Litten. I think the trailers have continued to make the game look more and more promising. The very first trailer definitely was a little bit of a letdown, I think, in a lot of people's eyes. But everything that we've seen since August has just been so, like, positive in terms of, like, the feedback, at least in my opinion. Like, everything has been so good as far as, like, oh yeah, there's also this. There's also this. There has yet to be something that I've looked at and gone, like there have been a few things I'm like, oh, that's cool, but I won't use it. But, like, as far as like, what am I trying to say? Like, there's been a few things I'm like, oh, that's cool. I know that was in the old game, and it's cool they've revamped it, but I probably still won't use it, like the ball decorating and stuff, but there's been nothing that I've been like, oh, why would they do it that way? Like, everything so far to me has been solid. You know, even a few of the things that I think some people like ooh with are like the TMs. The TMs are going to be single use again and be a little bit more strategic with their use and stuff, you know? Arceus looks good as well. It does look good. It does look good. I'm looking forward to both of them, and I've said this since about August. I'm more excited for Arceus now than I'm excited for BDSP. Like, originally when I kind of thought BDSP was going to be this just, like, trivial little game that was just out for a little bit and then really wasn't thought about again. BDSP does seem like it's going to be a really big thing. And be a really solid game. And, like, basically at that point my thought became, if Arceus flops and no one likes it and I don't want to stream it or people don't want to watch it, like, at the very least BDSP will be there, you know? Like, because that was always kind of a concern with something as experimental as Legends is. It was like, will people like this, or will this be another year of me playing Sword and Shield, right? Like, that's a thought. That's like a thing that came through my mind as a streamer, was like, this is interesting, but I don't know if it'll, like, will this actually change what game I play on stream regularly? The answer now is yes. For BDSP it is yes. Do I have a PS4? I do not. I have a PS2. But aside from that, I have Xbox and Nintendo stuff. Yeah, the PS2 is the only Sony thing I have, and I have 2 games for it and no memory cards, so I don't use it. Maybe won't shiny hunt. I might do a full game playthrough. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. It's about 3 hours. Go for it. Go for it. You neither. I wonder what your opinion is on the newer Pokemon designs, because I feel like some of them just don't feel like Pokemon. Like, what is newer to you? Do you mean just like in the past few generations? Do you mean specifically Gen 8? Do you mean specifically like the Hisuian forms we've seen? Like, I'm wondering what you mean by that. I will say in general, in general, they all feel like Pokemon to me. Gen 8, I actually generally like most of the designs. I think I've said Eternatus specifically is a little bit in that regard. It's not a fantastic design, it's just too busy, and that one I can definitely see being a bit more of like Digimon-esque than Pokemon-esque. But for me, like, most of the designs they're Pokemon. At the end of the day, like, they are, no matter what, they are the definition of Pokemon, you know? Sun and Moon Plus. I mean, I have like no issues with like almost any of them from Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield design wise. Ultra Beasts look a little different, but they're specifically like aliens. Waiting for the Eternatus event. Has like one been confirmed, or is it just an assumption based off Zacian and Zamacenta getting it? Assuming Mewtwo you made will probably be Psychic Dark or Psychic Electric. Don't even know. Sometimes you question holiday releases. Sure, more sales around that time, but if you release too many games at once, it doesn't help. Because no one you know will buy 5 games for one kid on one day. There's definitely part of that, but every game just wants to be that game at the holidays, right? And like, more people are gonna wait to like get games at the holidays, so you may as well like build up all of your hype around it. You know, like, you don't want to be the game that released in the spring, because the thing is, in a lot of cases, you're gonna have people like me. I'll buy a game whenever it releases in the year. I'm just as likely to buy the game as I would at a different time. But you know, there's a lot of people who's like they're trying to get a kid who's really excited about it to convince their parents to buy it for them for Christmas or something, or you know, like, there's one time a year where you can guarantee that the majority of like the population is willing to buy something, and it is the holidays, right? Because like holiday, like, you know, the winter holidays and like birthdays are really the 2 times like you can kind of guarantee parents will get something for their kid. That's more like just a game kind of thing, and not just like necessities or like basic little things or stuff like that. So you aim for, so basically the whole idea is to aim to be the last thing on that person's mind, you know? So you've got like all the games coming out, but all of them are coming out at the same time for that same reason. You know, Animal Crossing released in like spring. I imagine a lot of kids who wanted that also wanted something else that came out in the holiday time. It's gonna happen. Umbreon just got his shiny Jupiter. Yo, that's awesome. Congrats to Umbreon. And Spartan, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Hope all is well for you. Hey, PlayStation and Xbox. I like the blue and the PlayStation game boxes, but not enough to ask for a PlayStation. More focused on Nintendo. I feel like that's probably a good thing. If I'd be concerned if you cared about the color of the game box enough to like get that console for that and no other reason. I don't dislike them. It's just I don't find them necessary. I don't have a need for them. If I was to get one, I would get a PlayStation. I think I've said this before. For me, I would get a PlayStation. If I was to get one of the new consoles, I would get a PS5. Just because so much of the Xbox catalog is either non-exclusive and will be on both, or it will also be on PC. Right? There's very few Xbox exclusive games that aren't also going to be on Game Pass or PC. You know, Forza, Halo, all that stuff comes to PC. So like, as someone who plays my games on a PC, I have like zero need for an Xbox, and the only need I could have for a PlayStation would be like true PlayStation exclusives. But I've never gotten into any of those franchises because they're exclusives and I don't have a PlayStation. What you hunting for? So far, we've been going for Drifloon. Hopefully, we're gonna find that. Excuse me, we're gonna find that yellow balloon soon. And hey, MT, what's going on, man? Welcome. Excuse me. Hope you guys been having a good day. And guys, if you haven't left a like on the stream, I would greatly appreciate it if you did. We're aiming for 15 likes. That is our usual like goal for the streams. If we could hit that or go even beyond, it'd be amazing. We're getting close to 500, guys. Once we hit that, it's just running around. There's no more of this battling. There's a solid chance we actually get there on this run, and we don't have to go back to the Pokemon Center until we finish the hunt. If you get a PS4, it's going to be Persona 5, Job Simulator, and maybe something else. Oh, if you do get one, yeah. Fair. So tired, just one of those days. I feel you, man. I feel you. I have those from time to time. Today hasn't been too bad for me, fortunately. Work was pretty straightforward, pretty normal day in terms of that. And then yeah, after work, just got some groceries, washed my car, and now I'm streaming. So it's been overall, it's been good. It's been good. Tomorrow will be exciting too, just getting back out at the racetrack and stuff, and hopefully it goes better than last week. It's just been getting cold, and it wasn't quite cold enough for them to like. Basically, what happened is it wasn't quite cold enough for them to start heating the track, so the track was probably about as cold as it's going to be all year. Last week, which killed everyone who was out there at times for like a second over what I'm used to seeing from them. It's the Final Fantasy VII Remake only on PS5, or did you get a PS4 version too? It came out on PS4 before PS5 was out. At least I think so. I don't know how many actual PS5 exclusives there are. I think pretty much everything right now is like a multiple console release, because like I don't think any game studio wants to release a PS5 exclusive at the moment. They want people to be able to buy it, and there just haven't been game consoles in stores to buy. A racetrack, or my mindless the race driver. I've been racing go-karts for about how long, I guess, like about 3 months now. I've been getting really into racing go-karts. You're sad you sent your email in and you haven't gotten the shiny legend goat. It sounds like a lot of people haven't gotten it if they were doing the email thing, Flint. If your dad gets a PS5, he won't let you play Final Fantasy VII unless he's there too. Yeah, I don't know what. You would think that the email thing would be the easiest way to send out codes, right? Like, you just send them all out at once. There shouldn't have been a wait. Good Persona 5 will be the game you play, because like RPGs, Final Fantasy VII is a game that if you get stuck, you can ask your dad, as he's played it when it came out on the OG PlayStation. Yeah, we're getting to the point where parents like know the games like that, right? In case you can't tell by 3 or 3 on the list, you're an RPG guy. I figured. Ooh, brilliant Drifloon. But it wasn't shiny though. Am I getting the shiny codes from GameStop? So I got the shiny Zacian code. When I went in last week, they didn't, or last week or this week, whenever I got my code, I forget. They didn't have Zamazenta codes. I don't know if that's changed yet. But yeah, I do have Zacian. I do plan on getting Zamazenta. I still have to go back into GameStop and pre-order BDSP anyways, so I'll just go back once they have those codes, assuming they have the codes within like the next week or so. Zombie game that's PS5 exclusive, and all your friends are starting to play that while you only have a PS4. RIP. Yeah, I don't know. I've still yet to see like PS5s readily on shelves. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like it's so crazy to think how long the general shortage on consoles has lasted. It's been for various reasons as it's gone on. Like all of them kind of spurred off by the pandemic. But I remember back in like mid-April of last year, or like March, even, you know, like really as things like shut down, you know, like everyone kind of rushed out in the last like weeks or so before like they locked down to like buy a Switch or buy like an Xbox, basically just like buy entertainment stuff, and like that made sense at the time, and that kind of recovered by like late summer. to an extent, but at that point, like, all the console, like, sale, or, like, production was ramping down to ramp up the new systems and stuff, and then those came out and immediately got scalped, and there's been chip shortages, and it's just been insanity since then. And as all that finally starts to calm down, we might start seeing them. I don't know, honestly, I wouldn't be super surprised if we started seeing, like, the second iteration models, like whatever the Pro models are for the Xbox and PlayStation, around the time we actually start seeing stuff land on shelves. Do you know if you can enter multiple codes on your games? I don't know. Zacian and Zamazenta each go to a different game. Like, Zacian goes to Shield and Zamazenta goes to Sword, from what I understand. So you can't, like, get both codes and put them both into one game. Just for that reason. I don't know if you could get 2 Zacian codes and put them both in Shield. In one Shield. Doesn't help people use bots to auto-buy consoles and sell them at higher prices. Yeah, it's ridiculous. That kind of thing should be fairly easy for them to stop. But honestly, even when they do stop it, it is still insane how fast they go. Because the thing is, you just have, like, when you have hundreds of people, or like thousands of people, realistically, like tens of thousands of people trying to buy one of those consoles, from like 3 or 4 sites, when those sites get them, so many people log in, and, you know, someone has slightly faster internet, or someone just happened to be looking at the page a little bit faster, you know, like, that's what it gets to, and it's crazy. It's crazy. And, like, when you have that many people doing it, that small percentage chance, like, there might be like a 5% chance that you just happen to be a little bit faster. That's like a significant number of people, and that might be like all of the stock right there. It's crazy. They don't care if people use bots, they still get the money. To a point. The sites do, the manufacturers do dislike when the sites act like when the sites do that, because in general, they do want to see it get into the hands of, like, actual customers. They don't want to see their product immediately get resold for a higher value. That doesn't look good on them. So they try to prevent that. There is an extent. It was definitely a thing with graphics cards, where, like, AIP partners were like doing stuff on their own, trying to do lotteries and stuff that were very, very, like, driven around the idea of having real customers get the cards. Because they don't want to see scalpers. Their card getting scalped looks bad on them. As well as just, like, it does show they could have sold it for more. You know? So, like, they dislike having that shown to them and proved to them as well. 1 per save. So if you don't redeem a Zacian code, you can't... If you redeem the Zacian code, you can't redeem another. Okay. That doesn't shock me. You want your guzzler at, like, 1.2k? Hopefully they find it soon, gamers. Persona 5, gonna be hard, because if you played the game, you know there's some things that your mom would probably see is not what you need to be playing. And you gotta be sneaky about it. Getting like 120 encounters an hour, so that's pretty good pace. Yeah, you can do Gen 7 soft resets about 1 every 30 seconds. Dad wanted a PS5 as soon as it was announced. Yeah, guess what he still hasn't considered getting. To be honest, you need some getting used to PS4 controller if you can ask for one. You mean you're not going to immediately be used to X being in the bottom spot? I mean, the thing is, like, my sister and I got my dad an Xbox Series S for Christmas last year. That took so much effort. Like, that was insane. That was an insane amount of effort on my part to just happen to, like, luck across a tweet at the right time about a restock. And even then, I missed out on, like, the actual thing I was attempting to get him, just because I was on Mel's apartment's Wi-Fi at the time, which was blocked. Either someone was running a bot out of there, or the site had just assumed that IP address was a bot because of the number of devices on the network. So, like, it was like a minute or two of, like, being told, you can't access that site from there, before I, like, flipped off my Wi-Fi and was able to do it. So, like, 30 seconds of that caused, like, a whole, like, bundle, like, to sell out, like a whole style of it to sell out. And it was unfortunate. Gotta go for a bit. All right, see you later, gamers. But yeah, so, like, the Series S was the easiest one to get. The PS5 is still the hardest. Like, the Series S is to the point it's starting to stay on store shelves for like a day, but it is starting to get to the point where, like, if you go into a store every day, you might be able to snag one. Whereas like PS5, Series X, nah. Same kind of deal with GPUs still. GPUs are finally staying on store shelves just because stores are marking them up enough to like keep them off shelf or keep them on shelves. Used to Nintendo controllers, Xbox flips A, B, X, and Y, and PlayStation moves the D-pad and left analog stick. Yeah, you'll get used to that pretty quickly. For me, the biggest thing is still the buttons. Like I know where they all are in a PlayStation controller, but it's not immediately like instinctive to press the buttons. So that takes me a little bit of getting used to. Should be able to turn off starting animation and go straight into the game. Yeah, I wish you were able to do that. I wish you were able to do that in like Sword and Shield for the soft resetting. Yeah, face buttons, yeah. When you went to Hawaii, they had a ton of new Xboxes but no PS4s. Yeah, like the Series S stays in stock. The PlayStation 5 though, just because like they're all the same one. Aside from like you can get the like one with a disk drive or not, but like aside from that, like they're all the same system. The Series S, like the stock situation benefits a little bit from the fact that like it is a lesser version. You know, so there are people who are like, I don't want to get, you know, I don't want the S, like I want the X. Whereas, honestly, like I think most people at this point with the PS5 are like, just get any of them, whatever one I can plug into my TV and play. You know, like it's not necessarily. A lot of them are like, fine, whatever. I don't need a disk drive if they don't want it, or if they find one with a disk drive, they're like, I don't care. I'll pay the extra money. Because at the end of the day, it's still the console they were looking for with the performance they wanted to buy. Whereas like the Series S is like specifically a like not the same as the X. You know, you have a PS2 controller. Gonna look at that because your brain is gonna assign them to the Switch face buttons. Don't know where circle, square, triangle, and X buttons are. X is at the bottom. Circle is mapping to a Nintendo controller. X is B, circle is A, square is Y, and triangle is X. Honestly, though, I prefer that. I prefer that level of difference to the difference that Nintendo and Xbox have, though. Because, unfortunately for me, the two controllers I use are Nintendo and Xbox. So, A, B, X, Y are generally just, like, backwards to me on one of them. Like, at least with the PlayStation, aside from X, it's just so different that it's, like, its own thing. You can think that, like, you can think that X and triangle are in the same spot, or X and B are in the same spot, or, like, B and X are in the same spot, or Y and square. You can, like, make that mapping, where for me it's, like, A, B, B, A, X, Y, Y, X, and it's, like, that's not helpful at all. Yeah, so really what it is just, like, I play Switch, or I play, like, controller PC games for a bit. All right, we're gonna see how many encounters we have left on Drifloon here. I'm gonna take these headphones off for a little bit too. It's because here's the real reason I've been wearing hats the past couple days. I've been too lazy to like get rid of like any hat hair I have from throughout the day. Hat hair are just like bedhead like throughout the entire day, so I just like wear a hat the whole time, and it without fail my headphones always press down right on the little like buttons on the top of the hats and just like push them into my head. Hoping you get Cottony today. What does he even look like without hat? Not good right now. It's not terrible, but like this weird part and like the hair just sticking down and stuff. Really, like I have to like put stuff in my hair for it to not look horrible, or for it to like look okay, and like that's kind of how it was cut. Like that was intentional, but then I just get lazy and don't want to do that, so I just throw on a hat and stream. Beautiful, thank you. Yeah, no, my hair is too long to just not do anything with it, but too short to also just throw it behind like my headphone band. like I used to do. It's good friend. No, that's not good. Should probably avoid doing that. Having hat hair is the worst, right? Like, the thing is, like, it really isn't hat hair. It's just like I took a shower later in the day than I usually do, and so my hair was just kind of all over the place, and I just decided not to like put it up how I usually do. And so yeah, it was all over the place. It was like I had no meetings. I had nothing I was doing. The most I was gonna see people was like going outside for a few minutes until stream, you know. And so it was just like, you know, if I walk outside, I'll put a hat on, and that transitioned into I'm streaming. I'll put a hat on. All right, two more KOs on Drifloon here, just because apparently I've already done 7 Drifloon encounters off camera. His mascot's dry bones. No, and you killed one. Why would you do that, man? So cruel. Yeah, so yeah, once we knock out 2 more Drifloon, we'll be at the 500 encounters as far as our save is concerned. And we'll just be running from them. So no more dealing with Aftermath, no more dealing with just the general amount of animations that are happening. It should speed up the hunt a little bit. Unfortunately, like I've been saying, like we don't have the 60% encounter rate that we used to have, so it's a little bit unfortunate. Having bed hair is worse. You can take a shower, then go to bed and wake up and your hair is slightly whack. True, I take my showers in the morning usually though, so that problem generally goes away like after my first meetings in the morning. It's basically like I do my meetings and then I get a shower. So I wake up like right when my meetings start. Hate having pet head every morning. It's rough. It's not fun. I am gonna knock out 1 more Drifloon just to, like, for my sanity. Just making sure like I am over 500 knocked out. It's not just right at 500 knocked out. So boom, there we go. There we go. Drifloon fainted. Learn not to care with the hair. That's fair. I just, like I said, I don't usually, like if I'm not streaming, I don't. You know, like realistically, the only times that I like am out and about and like I don't have a hat on is when I have a helmet on. So, or like if it's something where I'm already like oh, I should dress up nice because like I'm like going out and seeing family for dinner or something like that, you know, like that's different in my opinion, and like that's like when I will put in that effort. Usually I do it for stream too. I just haven't the past few days. So I've been putting on hats. But yeah, usually if I'm going out and about, I'll either like wear a hat if I'm going to a store, or I'll be going racing and everyone just kind of has helmet hair, so it doesn't matter. You're wearing a helmet and potentially a head sock. It's just gonna be that way. Your hair is that. That's just like part of the deal at that point. You want your hair to become a hedgehog, you let it. Females with long hair, it's hard to take care of. Yeah, there's just a lot more of it to deal with. Yeah. I gotta give a smoke ball. Alright, so I gotta take smoke ball from Sea King and put it on Quagsire. Noted. There we go. Star physics? What are star physics? Drifloon, spawn for me. Please. Please. This is unfortunate. We finally get to the point where it's like, alright, we'll speed up on this hunt, because, like, we don't have to do any, more, like, KOs, and then we just don't see anything. That's quirky. Sounds like a Smash thing, star physics. Why can't you take a baby Yoshi with me, but you gotta leave a matured Yoshi behind? I don't know. That is a very interesting mechanic. Yeah, you're right. Honestly, it's because the baby Yoshis, like, either don't really affect the next world, or if they do affect the world, it's kind of clever. Whereas, like, a normal Yoshi could just break a world, like, outright, you know? There we go. We've officially hit 500 during our hunt. Man. Hopefully this one doesn't, Hopefully this one doesn't, go to what, Duskull went to. Speedrun rolled 1 through 4. Or 1-4 may have accidentally got all 3-star coins in the process. Big brain speed running right there. Going for 100%. $624, is that your guess, Ree? I'd be happy with that. I'd be happy with that. Anything beats 2,000. Or 2,000 plus, I should specify this. Like, oh, 2001 beats 2,000? Yeah, no, I'd be down for 600 something. That's not bad. Alright, we're just gonna... My hair's just gonna be really wacky for the rest of the stream. I'm putting my headphones back on and leaving my hat over there. So I don't know, it feels weird. It feels weird not listening to the music. Also, you can see where the hat was like pushing on my head. Come on, yellow balloon. One castle was easy. I mean, really, like, World 1's not too difficult. You know. It is kind of supposed to be the introductory level, right? Oh, I missed it. Come on. Oh, come on! Put on headphones saying, like, I want to hear the music, as like the music fades out super quiet. There we go. Hate the Nabbit introduction, it takes forever. I don't really remember much of that, because I played the game once and that was it. And that was so long ago at this point. What were they introducing about Nabbit? Just that it exists? The fact that he'll randomly appear and you get to catch him before the goal flag. Oh, just like in general, yeah. Like, I kind of get how he adds a little bit of the game, especially in Deluxe. But yeah, I don't know, it's just eh. The mechanic of Nabbit in the main game is kind of a little bit weird. Not a super big fan of it. I never played the Nabbit stages. This is the only ones you already beat. Yeah, exactly. Like, you have to go back for it. It's like, I don't know if I really want to. If you want Drifloon to shine, just paint it yellow or hydro dip it in yellow paint. Very good point, Darklitten. Very good point. Random question, what's my favorite Dorito flavor? Ooh, good question. As far as, like, the usual flavors, Cool Ranch. I think like the like sweet spicy chili one, or whatever its official name is probably my favorite overall. What's your favorite? Dumb thing is that he's a playable character in the game as a Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Yeah, why introduce an enemy that you can play as? Because the mechanic's still there for like doing the normal Nabbit stuff, but. So they weren't going to remove that just because they also made it a playable character, because I think people would be more upset about that. Or they might. There's a chance people would be more upset about that. I don't know if they actually were. Just because it's like, oh, you know, the mechanic I liked is now just a character. Favorite is Cooler Ranch. Is there a Cooler Ranch? They had to make improvements on Cool Ranch. I'll say again, thank you to all of you guys who've left likes on the stream. I do really appreciate it. Hey, Honeybee, how's it going? The shiny won't appear until it's Friday. Oh no, but I want it to appear today. How's it going, Honeybee? Hope you're doing well today. Oh yeah. Like, as far as the game, like, indicating, yeah, you beat it with Nabbit, it's, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's like, hey, yeah, you cleared the stage, but, like, they want to encourage you to actually play the game. I appreciate that, right? Where it's like, hey, we'll give you a way to play the game. Like, if you really have no clue what you're doing, here's a way to play the game, sure. But, like, at least come back and play it, like, again, differently, you know? Thought I'd drop by. Yeah, glad to have you here, Honeybee. Here's this chili cheese. Is there a chili cheese? Is that different from nacho cheese? I've never heard of chili cheese Doritos. Ooh, I take it back. My favorite flavor, the problem is I can't have it too much because it literally like stain. It makes it where I stain anything I touch. The Lyman, like, extreme spicy ones are really good. But the problem is those have just like so much of like the flavoring spicy powder on them that just, it, like, if you put it in a bowl, it stains the bowl red. So those are good, but you know, I can only have so many of those. Like, as far as like a a flavor I'd just be fine eating with whatever. The like spicy chili ones are good. It's like Cuphead, you beat it on simple, but you can't win the game unless you do it with a real challenge to get the contracts. Yeah, like, same kind of thing with Mario Maker, right? Where, like, if you beat it on easy, you don't actually see Peach. Do you try, get tired of KOing Drifloons, or did you get 500 battles? We have 500. We have 500, so yeah, we're running around now. Granted, we've seen, like, one brilliant Drifloon all day today, so... So it's not like the KOs have mattered yet. Have you ever eaten animal crackers and goldfish crackers together? I have not. Oh, you know a cracker that I just remembered that I hadn't thought about in forever? Does anyone here remember or have had Teddy Grahams? I feel like I haven't seen those in forever, but those were so good. They were just cookies. They were just very tiny cookies. So like, of course, every like kid was gonna like them. But man, those were always so good. I loved those. This is one of your best wins on Showdown, and it's pretty silly. Knowing you won, you had some kind of super weird gimmicky team. I want to hear about it. That tends to happen where you see more brilliance when you're not hunting for something. Oh, absolutely, right? Like, we kept seeing brilliance for other stuff yesterday, and like, granted, yesterday we were seeing a good number of brilliance for Drifloon. I will say that, I will concede that, but like, yeah, we've seen like one brilliant for Drifloon today, and we've seen a couple brilliant like Wingles and stuff. Legit got some Teddy Grahams downstairs. I'm jealous, man. I'm gonna have to get some when I go to the store again. They're great. They're so good. But again, they're literally just cookies. Like, they're just straight up tiny, like, teddy bear shaped cookies. So it's not like they're healthy or anything. It's just, man, they're so good. Had that slight honey taste. Yeah. I always like the cinnamon ones. One thing that people hate is mixing M&Ms and Skittles. And well, right? Why would you ruin perfectly good Skittles? The trick though is when you do that, you got to get rid of the M's and S's on them. Hey, welcome back, Vanillix. I got some gummy bears you're eating right now. Nice, nice. It's out there even for you. The rallet emojis. So the rallets are the member badges. So Juan and Vanillix here are both channel members. Basically, there's that little join button next to the subscribe button, or just below my name. If you click that, and like it's like $2 to like $8 a month, I think, depending on what like tier you're at. You become a member in the channel, gives you access to some special emotes, gives you a green name in chat, gives you a rallet next to your name that's colored based on your membership length. Yeah, those are the emotes. Juan just posted them. Heard about Teddy Grahams, but have not had them in a long time. I haven't had them in forever, Dark Litton, but we were talking about like crackers earlier, or like goldfish and animal crackers. It made me think about Teddy Grahams for some reason. Excuse me. Oh yeah, there you go. Nightbot even posting about it. Do you peel your M&Ms or Skittles? Of course. No other way to eat them. like the Rowlets, showing you all the emotes. Yeah, that's what Juan's doing. Those are the emotes that we have that are like special to the channel. Decided to use yours as an adamant nature with max attack and speed EVs, the remaining 4 in HP, and pair it with Prankster Whimsicott to get a tail instead of Sigilwise fast. Nice! Pretty good, not gonna lie. Thank you! A lot of them have been like little inside jokes over the years. And it is crazy looking at like the Pog emote and just like in general when I had the longer hair. Like even just like back in like the fall, like last year. Like I mentioned earlier in the stream, it's been almost a year since I made my little "Hey guys, I'm gonna be shiny hunting on the channel again" video. And man, my hair was so long in that, and then I let it grow for like 6-7 more months. Like that was crazy. That was like crazy long hair. Compare that to now. Hey, Mr. Muffle, what's going on? Welcome to the stream today, man. Just finished your chemistry assignment after 5 hours of work. Just came to check on the hunt and go to sleep now. Hit your time zone. Good luck to all the hunters. Well, Druffle, it was good seeing you. Glad to hear your chemistry assignment got finished. And yeah, get some good sleep. Hope to see you again soon. Decided to use your adamant nature with max attack, speed EVs, remaining 4 in HP. A pair of Prankster Whimsicott to get a tail. Okay, yeah, I did read that. For the showdown thing, his little thing he used with he used a Togepi. I want to see this battle one. I want to see this battle. Am I a Pokemon fan? I don't know. I don't actually like Pokemon all that much, you know? It's a really like overdone series. I'm just in this for the money. Beetle Binky got a shiny Basculin this morning on stream from Dynamax Ventures. Hey, that's awesome. Congrats to Beetle Binky. I think he's still is he still going right now? I don't know. I don't know when he usually like streams. He's usually streaming by the time I'm done, and yeah, I see him like streaming while I'm at work. Yeah, he's been going for the Masuda Method Phantom for a while, or what was he? He was doing Shroomish earlier today, right? Momo with Sweezy, dead like 10 seconds max. He does morning Dyna Hunt, then he does night hunt. Got you. One stream in the morning, one at night. He got his Phantom. Hey, glad he got his Phantom. That's awesome. Like the randomness of not knowing what you'll find when hunting in Glimwood. I mean, oh yeah, that's definitely like a thing, you know, for sure. Like that's kind of why I miss having more of an emphasis, or like not really even having more of an emphasis. I miss when all the Pokemon were like just in the grass random. There's a little bit of excitement to that, depending on what you're doing. Like, they leave the exclamation mark Pokemon in, sure, but, like, just in general, it's going to be overworld stuff, you know? Hey, username, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. He has a Pumpkin Boo Hunt stream planned for 12 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, like, I know he usually starts around now. Or, like, I know he usually, like, does a stream around now. I just didn't know when he started. Failed testing? Oh, no! Sorry to hear it. Was it like a school test? Karate test? Oh no! Ah, I'm sorry. Ah, for the next belt, dang. Yeah, SAT on Thursday. Oh man, I'm glad you remembered. I'm glad you remembered. Working on your second half of your Persona 5 character drawing. They all can't fit on one page, so 4 characters on one page, then 4 on the next. Ah, dang. Hey, Shamir, Salahudin, sorry if I mispronounced your name. Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Could have gotten your first degree in December, but then the board breaks. Are the board breaks difficult? Didn't practice at all either. Ah, not looking forward to that at all. It'll be good, Flint. It'll be good. I think I took the SAT twice and the ACT once, and I know for me at least, like, it didn't go terribly. I did have the benefit of I did decently well on the SAT the first time I took it, so when I took it the second time, I was just kind of trying to improve the score and didn't really need to at the end of the day. Drawings aren't a small book, so details are tight, but fun. A little bit of an extra challenge, having to draw that small. So when one could ask your history teacher why is your last name, he said it's because a lot of kids have the same first name. That's fair. That's fair. We had, in my class at one point, we had 4 Hannahs. Yeah, we had like 4 Hannahs, and then there were a few other names, but those are the ones that, like, I talked to the most. I talked to, like, all 4 of them a good chunk, but yeah, we had 4 of them in, like, one of my 8th grade classes. And, like, usually it was like 2 or 3 of them in any of my classes. Kind of sad because next year I have to do 8-minute mile and know the lower rank belt forms. I guess that's kind of, like, important, right? Show me the Pokemon. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. Zach. All the different Zachs. All of our Hannahs had the same spelling of Hannah. Because there's really only like 2, you know. Funny because both of the baritone saxophones in your band are named Zach. Like I said, how many other Zacharies in the school? A good number. School has to use nicknames or middle names a lot. Like, this has to have always been a problem, right? It can't be a new thing. Hey, what's going on, Grenji? Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing today? Learning HTML? Nice. Nice. It's changed because you switched companies or something. I don't really remember. I got you. Still, I mean, I think it's important to still, like, remember what you knew before, right? Like, I'm not saying, like, oh, you know, like, oh, it's not different, because I clearly don't know, but I'm just saying, like, I think it makes sense to do it that way, where it's, like, prove you remember, like, the stuff from lower levels. One of the tenor sax is a huge Sigewai fan. Might show him your shiny Sigewai you got today. Do it. Flex on him. They have different forms. Yeah, but like I imagine it's like still supposed to be something that, like, just because like you move up to a new belt, like if you move up to black belt, you shouldn't like not have to know what you knew at brown belt. Seventh and eighth grade math teacher was a black belt. Oh, cool. Always joke around about it. Sack, 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 and sack. Got to meet the English VA for Deku from My Hero Academia a few weeks ago. That was pretty neat. Cool, cool. I still remember it was really fun meeting. I actually met, this was a few years ago now. This is back like 2019. Like early 2019, I met the voice actor and also singer of the voice actor for Pauline from Odyssey, as well as the singer of Jump Up Superstar. That was pretty fun. That was pretty cool. Just look at the Gen 8's map, and you can tell they didn't design the map well for Crown Tundra. It's so jagged where base Skylar touches Crown Tundra. What do you mean? I'll open up the map here in a second to see. Tomorrow we can wear a costume for karate, but forgot to ask you to bring your sword because I don't plan on wearing a costume. Once everyone gets BDSP, who will you start out with? Like a starter Pokemon? I plan on starting with Piplup probably for my first playthrough. Turtwig. I'll probably start with Piplup on whatever game I end up making my main game, so that Empoleon will be my main starter. I'll start a game with Chimchar very quickly on. Let's say I use Brilliant Diamond as my main game, which I'm kind of thinking will be the case. So I'll use Piplup on Brilliant Diamond. I'll start with Chimchar and Shining Pearl, play, to the point that I can trade it over to Brilliant Diamond, and I'll reset Shining Pearl and get a Turtwig, and use that as my Shining Pearl starter. That's kind of my plan. Yo, we're getting raided. Shining Umbreon raid. Welcome, Raiders. How you guys doing today? I see Gage Perez, Greeny Beanie, Amber D. What is going on, guys? Thank you for the raid, Shining Umbreon. Where's the man himself? There he is, Shining Umbreon. Thank you for the raid, my friend. How was your stream? What were you streaming today? Let me grab your link also for anyone in my chat who does not know who Shining Umbreon is. See if I can find it, because for some reason I feel like the subscription box is supposed to be organized by alphabetically, but it's not. Yeah, thank you for the raid. Raid hype. Hashtag me raid. Yeah, everyone from my chat, if you guys don't know who Shining Umbreon is, he's another shiny hunting streamer. Definitely go check him out. Give him a sub. And everyone coming in from the raid, welcome, welcome. My name is Mindless Enigma. I do shiny hunting streams mainly. Yeah, thank you all for coming here. If you could leave a like on the stream and sub if you're interested in my shiny hunts, I would really, really appreciate it. And thanks for being here. I love having all you guys here. Yeah, so what were you doing today, Shining Umbreon? Oh, yeah, the Dupitor. Yeah. Flint did mention that. 1898 for that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Skybomb, welcome, welcome. Shining Umbreon Raid, welcome. Glad to have you here. Also, my music broke right as you guys came in. You guys broke Monster Cat. What did you do that for? Sometimes the music just like doesn't like play. When it changes songs, it just decides, nah, I'm good. I don't want to play. That's my screen name. I mean, yeah, but it's also like the name most people on YouTube know me by. Name is Ian, your parents gave it to you for a reason. Yeah, and I've now lost multiple karting races because I tie with people to the 1000th and their names are like Devin or Norman, and those are ahead of I. Actually, wait, hold on. Hold on. Genuinely lost to someone whose name was Norman because of a tie, and then it turns out their name is... I just thought about this, and that doesn't make sense. Never mind, but the Devin one does. I gotta rethink this whole thing. I think this timing system just doesn't like me when the tie comes into play. Streamer learns the alphabet. Live on camera. Not knowing how the alphabet works, right? Well, the first time it happened with the Devin thing, and then I'm gonna have to go look at this timing sheet, go back to elementary school. Nah. Computers do all that stuff for you now, right? Yeah, but no, for anyone who is here, yeah, you can call me Ian. That's totally fine. That is my name. But yeah. But welcome, everyone. Still, welcome. Glad to have you guys here. Wish you could stay longer, but I need to snack on some French toast sticks. Dude, I want French toast sticks now. Yeah, go have a good snack. Thank you for the raid, man. I really do appreciate it. I have to catch one of your streams again soon. Streamer learns ABCs after years. Shocking. Yeah, life-changing events. Name needs to be 111111, so your records on the record, so you'll tie and automatically go to the top. Balloony. Now my thought was I just need to add a space in front of my name. No one will think no one will think anything's weird. It's not like I have any kind of weird name, but Space Ian. That used to always be the trick for keeping contacts at the top. Before there was like priority, like you could like make contacts like favorites and put them in a special list. I remember putting like spaces in front of certain friends' names on my contacts so they'd show up higher in my list. Made you look dumb in front of the raid. Making the first impression look silly with everyone. Need to post on Discord. What needs to be posted on Discord? Hey, Rose Girl. Hoping to get all your shinies back by next Thursday at the latest, because you'll be home alone. Saturdays would be perfect time to binge your movies without interruptions. Absolutely. Why isn't my name properly capitalized? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. I feel like my name should be capitalized, right? It's on Discord? What's on Discord? Oh, streamer learns ABC. Oh, okay, back up. Oh, not the capitalization? Because, I don't know. Ooh, brilliant. Ah, still not a shiny though. Darn. Even better, mindless enigma. I mean, my Twitch name's capitalized and properly spaced apart. I don't know why I didn't do it on YouTube, but I didn't, and here we are. Goal for probably the whole duration of BDSP, you're going to try to get the shiny Munchlax from the Honey Tree again. I wonder if they'll have the Honey Tree. I know Munchlax is findable in the hideaways. People are very excited to not have to use the Honey Tree. But I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, the Twitch name's like a capital M, a capital E, and then like an underscore to space it out. So everyone should totally go and give Beetle Binky a troll dislike, and then say, no, don't go do that, don't go do that. Don't go do that, especially not from my chat, please. I don't want that happening. Could sub there, you could do the much easier way, click the red subscribe button legit right next to the chat. Yeah, you can do that. But you know, you gotta put the links everywhere, right? You gotta make it where like everything, you gotta make it where no matter what you do on the channel, it's a sub, right? You gotta make it as easy as possible. But yeah, my goal with BDSP is just for anyone else who like is just like new here as well. My goal with BDSP is to beat the game as fast as possible, get the charm as fast as possible, and find as many shinies as we can before Legends Arceus comes out. I'm gonna check on that stream real quick. Absolutely. Yeah, you have to let me know how it's going. You haven't subbed. How dare. I thought I could trust you, Shy. Turns out I can't. But yeah, I'm really, really excited for BDSP. I think it's going to be a lot of fun in terms of shiny hunting. I'm still very interested to see what like the main method ends up being. Is it going to be Poké Radar? Is it going to be something new? Is Hideaways really going to be the only like kind of method for it? We'll have to see. Going for a shiny living dex for the first time in BDSP? Yes, I'm still going for one of those. I keep starting them, like, I say I keep starting them like I didn't put like 2,000 hours into mine in Pokemon Sun. I just haven't finished it. I want to finish it in Sun. I'm also just trying to work on finishing my dex in Gen 6 when I finally get my 3DS chargers hooked up properly again. It's been a while. Enigma. You got me, Juan. Doxing me in my own chat, man. Totally liked already and didn't do it just now. Also, speaking of likes, thank you to everyone who did leave a like on the stream. I really do appreciate it. We hit our like goal of 15. Let's see if we can't get that to 20, 25. That'd be incredible. We still got half a stream to go. We could do 30 according to this math. Just gotta let people know the stream's happening. Get them in here. Get them liking it. Quick leave an Australian dislike. Jirachi needs me. I know. I haven't done the Jirachi hunt in forever, man. I was like, oh, I gotta get it set up before I do it and stuff. And like, yeah, I do need it set up before I do it, but like, it's close to set up. I just haven't Really what it is, I've been super lazy about getting cables managed on my desk because I'm not sure exactly how I want to handle it. So, you know, I've been sitting here for like the better part of a month at this point with like a completely set up desk that I just haven't like cable managed. It's funny because it's still a dislike just with extra steps. Yeah, because it's not like they're actually upside down. It's still a normal dislike. We actually do have the technology to turn Australia right side up on the internet. Puffin live streaming in a few days. Hey, that's awesome. I'm so glad that Puffin's still around. I think he definitely just like needed a break. He definitely needed a break, and I think him just like taking a step back, I totally get, because yeah, I did the same thing. I don't know what like any kind of reasoning was for Puffin doing it. I'm not going to assume anything, but I know like I took a pretty long break for like that was just like pretty casually streaming here and there for like a year and a half, and like it was nice. It was honestly really nice after like how stressful streaming just got in general. So I totally get it from like the perspective of like, hey, everyone needs a break every once in a while, right? So yeah, I'm glad he'll be streaming again. That's awesome. What's my Smash main? Piranha Plant, unironically. Granted, by main, I mean, like, the last time I played Smash, I used Piranha Plant, and, like, usually would use it. But I also haven't played Smash since, like, the end of the first fighter pack. Like, I don't think Byleth was even out when I think the last character to be... I guess, I don't know, was Byleth, was Joker in pack 1 or 2? I don't know. Joker was the last character to be added while I was playing. Because I only really played with like buddies here and there, you know. Piranha Plant. It's a fun one though. It's a really fun one. Oh, it was the first time back. Yeah, I haven't played in a while. No, yeah, like Piranha Plant was like the only one. Is the last one, pack 1. Yeah, I didn't realize Joker was that far before Byleth. But I guess, yeah, it has been a long time since all those were coming out. Yeah. Yeah, beginning of Pass 1. Yep, there we go. That was the last time I played Smash, was the beginning of Fighter Pass 1. Main Sephiroth and Pikachu. Noise. Steve OP. I do think it's a really cool thing that Steve was out of the game. It is funny, very clearly hearing Sakurai talk like, I did not want to do this. This was an insane amount of work to add this one character just because they wanted me to. And it is why I think every single remaining character in Pack 2 was just a generic sword character for the most part. Like generic sword and generic fighting characters for the most part. Cause like, it's like I'm not doing anything else fancy. What are you crazy? Like the amount of work they went through to get Minecraft Steve in that game, like they deserve to just like take some time and do other things. On the first day of Smash Bros, Sakurai gave to me Piranha Plant as free DLC. I like it. Fights 24/7 in creator. Discord server and what? Oh heaven, oh. I feel like big Discord servers tend to just constantly have arguments happening in them. Come on, balloon, show up! Yeah, part of the crazy thing to me is thinking about the fact that, like, some of these characters were out in Smash before we knew about, like, Dexit Isn't that big? Just usual chaos and fights. Got you. Got you. Yeah, I guess it's not really necessarily size, but they're definitely just like servers of a certain type that usually have that kind of thing happening in them. Like they just kind of attract a certain like kind of person, you know? And there's you, just confused. It's like, what is going on? What are they talking about, and why is it so like high tension for them? Like, what is it, and why are they this passionate? You know. I've been in the room for conversations like that where it's like, I either have I have a basic understanding or no understanding of a certain topic, and I'm just like. And people are like flipping out about something and like, oh, I didn't realize this had that level of like passion. I guess, I don't know, maybe to an extent I have it with Pokemon and people won't. I'm just there for the tea. I'm still so nervous about this Drifloon, guys. I'm really, really hoping that we do catch it and it doesn't do Memento or anything silly, you know? I'm really, really hoping we don't end up with a Drifloon KOing itself. Excuse me. Whew. I shouldn't be sleepy. Hot tea sounds good right now. I don't know. I'm good with my water for the rest of the night. Phone ran out of battery. The energy of that Discord server was getting to it. Iced coffee sounds great. Iced hot tea. There you go. Just mix them together in a cup. I'm going to cause chaos here because I'm going to say it doesn't matter because both are bad. Ooh. Prefer hot chocolate or hot tea with honey? Hot chocolate's good. I like hot chocolate. Yeah, no. I mean what I said. Tea is just dirty water. What do you guys think about that statement? About to get a Coffee Grigas. Hopefully this is a reclaim. See your second one. Your 2-in-1 vid for context. Tea is leaf water. Yeah. Yeah. So, like, I could just go make tea by, like, grabbing some leaves out of my yard and throwing them in a cup. I don't know if I want that. Coffees as well. Agreed. I said I dislike both. You are strengthening my argument. Not time to fight, it's opinions. It is a fact that tea and coffee are just dirt and water. Don't know where those leaves have been. I don't know where the leaves that are in normal tea have been either. Did you see them before they went in your tea? Kind of true. Yeah. We can argue all day if the dirt in the water tastes good. We can argue that, but I will continue to stand by the point that how do you say tea is dirty water? Look, it's stuff in the water that just came from outside. It's just dirt. Makes flower tea. That's also just stuff put in your water. Water is also not clean, but you use it to clean things. It's cleaning itself constantly. Gotta go. Alright, see you later, Flint. Thanks for tuning in the stream, man. Gonna chug a whole bottle of chocolate syrup. The only healthy option. There's no... You avoid all that dirty water just like entirely. No one puts religion in your dig dug. Well, it's not your dig dug now, is it? See, Shy, well, we won't put the religion in your dig dug, but we will take your dig dug and just put it in religion. Our dig dug. Best drink in your opinions? No fights. Water. Why do they never get unfunny? I don't know. They're just so simple usually, right? I don't know, simplicity just like leads to longevity. Everyone gets it. I thought of an everyone joke as well, right as I read that, Shy. I was gonna say because they're for everyone, but Looks around and takes a sip of water. $600 Drifloon, guys. Almost the halfway point on odds. Best drink is a drink that has to be drinking at a certain time, and by that I mean chocolate milk with dino nuggets. All right. If we're adding dino nuggets into this equation, then yeah, of course you got to have your chalky milk for that. Like that's a special circumstance here. That's adding a bit more in. That's like a whole meal at this point. Fair point. Gonna have some chalky milk, but you gotta have your dino nuggets too, Shy. You can't just be having the chalky milk on its own. I'm glad Juan's not active in chat for this favorite drink conversation, because I know we all know the abominations that he creates in drinks. Like he's just tempting like Mother Nature with what he does. Toss dino nuggets and it turns into a food war. Toss in the dino nuggets into the milk. I know they mix like later on in the process, but like I don't want them like mixing before they even go in my mouth. I did like chocolate milk, but then over time I just didn't like it. Suddenly, yeah, I mean, people's tastes change. That's definitely happened to me with stuff where it's like, honestly, most of the time for me, it's that I eat too much of something. And then it's like gross after that. Not in the milk? Okay, good. Have it with dino nuggies and you will like it again. You're just gonna say, oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, you have too much of something and your body basically just goes like, yo, that's too much of this. And like, for a bit it just makes you dislike it, and then like you remember disliking it, and that's that. That's it. There's an end of discussion. More dino nuggies? I don't know, man. You're the one who went to go get the chalky milk without preparing the dino nuggies ahead of time. That's on you. That's on you. Like your dino nuggies with water. I mean, water's always a good option. You know, I'll never judge anyone for choosing water. It's just like when you include that, like I don't know. I mean, my dino cat. I don't have a dino cat. She doesn't have a dino outfit. She only has a Pikachu outfit, which again, that is also something to point out. If you guys want to see the cat wearing a Halloween costume, tune into the stream on Sunday. I gotta figure out the rest of my weekend around other stuff, or figure out the stream around the rest of my weekend. But I will, within the next couple of days, have a stream scheduled for Halloween. I'll be wearing the Ash Halloween costume, and Adele, at least for a brief bit of it, will be wearing her Halloween costume as well. Her Pikachu costume. What if you mix water and chocolate milk? Mix? I mean, like, if it's like, are you talking like the Nesquik stuff? Just like the chocolate like drink mix? Just water, only water? Hey gamers, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. So that'll be the stream on Sunday. I gotta look at the rest of my weekend because I kind of realized today that there might be a few other things happening this weekend that I wasn't quite prepared for. Because I have several things going on this weekend, and then next weekend will be also a very hectic weekend. Basically, yeah, like the next like I guess at this point, next 14 days are gonna be kind of crazy. Or like 12 days or something like that are gonna be really, really crazy, and then things should calm down a little bit again, and then BDSP will be here. Mixing water with chocolate syrup sounds gross, to be honest. Yeah, like chocolate syrup for sure, but there is like chocolate drink mix that's just like powder that does a little bit better. But yeah, I mixing like chocolate syrup into water, I feel like it'd be really kind of because I mean, like, the chocolate syrup's kind of like intended to go on like ice cream and stuff already, so like it's meant to mix with the dairy, so it doesn't really like. I imagine it works a little bit better, and like just however it's like structured taste wise, I have to imagine works better that way. Mixing water with chocolate syrup sounds great. Okay, yeah. With water not having taste, it'll be too much nuggy, so something sweet like chalky milk or shake it will reset your taste, making each nuggy have the good taste. But they always have the good taste. It's just if you want two good tastes. The science of the nuggy, of the dino nuggy. That's just a conversation only about dino nuggies. I mean, no, but Ree is bringing up the part of it where it's like, you know, you're mixing like the dino nuggie and the chalky milk. Like you gotta, like it's the balance of it. It's the balance. It's food science. All super legit stuff. Gosh, just a conversation, but with too much nuggy, you can start to not like dino nuggie, and no one wants that. Good point. Like our conversation from earlier, you're too much of one thing, and you just like don't want it anymore. So it's the balance. It lengthens the enjoyment. A very serious conversation. Yeah, no, they're getting super scientific with this. Did you ever set your cup down, pick it up from a different angle, and then inspect it for a whole minute to find out where you were drinking from? Mom made you turn off your fan. It's so quiet now. I haven't like ever like stopped drinking it for a while to do that, but I definitely have like tried to pick it up the same way. I often think it's the perfect nugget to chalky. The perfect nugget to chalky milk ratio is 2 sips per nugget to optimize taste. I feel like you're leaning on the side of really pushing for that nugget taste to come back each time, right? Like I think you're really working on getting rid of it with the milk. You know, giving yourselves 2 sips, like it's like one mostly resets everything, but you get that second one and it really finishes flushing out the previous nugget. Wire messages getting errors that prevent them from sending. I don't know, man. YouTube's weird. YouTube really needs to work on their live chat a good bit. Honestly, they're not the best with their live chat. Am I standing on water? You just realized just now. I don't know. Galar physics, I guess. It's just different. Gotta go. Alright, see you later, Shy. Thanks for tuning into the stream, man. Hope to see you again soon. That's not what I meant to do. Come on. $6.24. No. Oh man. That was your guess all stream, man. Unfortunate. I think there's only been one time. There's only ever been one time that someone actually managed to guess the shiny number with like legit one-off guess. They guessed it. What am I trying to say as far as this goes? They guessed it. Bleh. Yeah, they threw out one guess super early in the stream, and then we found it. Like they guessed like 128 for SOS, and we found it on 128, and that was actually kind of crazy. Because like usually like if someone does guess it, it's because they're like, oh, it's gonna be this one. Oh, it's gonna be this one. And they just keep throwing out a number every like couple numbers. And it's like, of course, like if you throw out like 100 guesses on all the hunts, eventually one of them's gonna hit. But it was like just a one-off. I think it might have even been it might have been John the Pikachu even. I'm not sure, but I think it might have been John the Pikachu. Yeah, but they just threw out like a number and just like left. It'll be on this, and then left. And I was like, okay, cool. And then like it was that. Even a different colored Bunsen. Yeah, I don't get to have the fancy Bunsen, unfortunately. Hey, Coco, what's going on, man? Welcome. How you doing? How you been doing? School? Fair. You excited for the new games coming out soon, man? BDSP and Legends. Looking forward to them. Gonna be doing a ton of BDSP streaming. On Friday, you're gonna dress up. School and the rules are no weapons, no scary stuff. Something else you forgot? I guess those are reasonable rules for that kind of thing. Thought 9th grade was bad, but sophomore even worse. Oh man, for me, was it sophomore? Yeah, sophomore year, I honestly might have been my most difficult year in high school. Just because of the way the classes lined up, I ended up having a lot of those super difficult classes, like, right then. As far as, like, one-offs. You know, because, like, obviously, like, the classes are, like, a sequence of classes, you know. Continuously got a little more difficult and stuff, but, like, I had a lot of, like, one-off classes, or, like, a lot of my classes were, like, one class freshman year, one class sophomore year, and that was it. Gonna head out, you've got weights tomorrow, so you need to sleep. Alright, see you later, Ree. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Hope to see you again soon. Thank you for the super informative discussion on Chalky Milk and Dino Nuggy tastes. I really appreciate this. Definitely going to be putting it to use if I ever do any culinary stuff. But yeah. Have a good rest of your night. Get some good sleep. Hope tomorrow goes well for you. I have to stay up till like 1 to get all the work done. Oh, dang. That's rough. That's rough. Like, that shouldn't be the case, honestly. I really don't think that should ever be the case. Especially in high school, like, 1, you need the sleep. Like, you need the sleep. And then 2, just like, that's insane. That's insane. Like, you shouldn't have that much work that isn't being done in class, right? Like, outside of class work should be minimal. As usual, why you're tired. I always hated the, at the beginning of the year, almost every time our teachers would say something like, oh, you know, we work together and try to, like, you know, keep your, like, workload down or something, or, you know, if one person has a test 1 week, we won't have ours till next, and then, like, they start the year and go, well, nothing we can do about it, we gotta, like, you know, we gotta have stuff done by then. It's like, alright, then don't promise at the beginning. But the worst was always the, oh, you got a lot of stuff to do, well, then just prioritize my stuff. And it's like, that's not how this works. Everyone's gonna tell me this, and then I'm back at square one, just with a level of extra stress for each individual item, right? Like, that was always the thing, you know? Where it's like, this doesn't work this way. Every teacher assumes their work is equally important and equally difficult. Because it was always the thing where, like, right, any of the time that, like, a teacher, like, actually understood you had a lot of work, they weren't the ones giving you the insane workload that you would hope, like, they would be reasonable about accommodations for. You know, like, they were already reasonable and they didn't give you that much stuff. Time also includes your job, which is only 5 hours. 5 hours is a lot for a high school job, though. I'm assuming you mean like 5 hours a day, not 5 hours a week. Where the heck did everyone go? Beetle's still hunting Pumpkin Boo, and it's going good. Awesome, awesome. A lot of people popped off. It is starting to get a little late. Man, it's still going good here. Getting up there in our encounter numbers on Drifloon, about to hit 650. It's going so much faster now that we're not Now that we're not having to do the KOs. But I am really hoping we can actually find this Drifloon soon. We haven't found many Brilliants either. We found like 4 Brilliants, I think. Something insanely small. Wingull appeared from the water. They're actually fish. Fun fact. School gets out at 2:15 and then you get home around 8. Yeah. Encounter method is something you're sadly going to have to do in BDSP. I mean, we don't really know what the method's going to be, right? Like, they usually don't have the same method every gen, or every game. Like, even like XY and then ORAS had different methods. Sun and Moon and Yusum both using SOS was actually kind of like unique. Was a little bit unique, actually, in terms of 3DS games and stuff, and just in terms of like the method not changing in a gen. So like that on its own, like as far as like only having the one method, you know. Seeing as BDSP doesn't have overworld encounters, it's going to be a little bit different. Think I'm muted? Am I? I should be talking. Since the nursery's so far away from the beginning. Like, are you trying to do, like, some kind of shiny, like, badge quest kind of deal? Or are you talking about just in general? Okay. I'm not muted. Good. Good, good. But yeah, no, like, because I'm pretty sure they'll have some sort of method, be it, like, Poker Radar or something like that. So if you're talking, like, post-game hunting, there should be plenty of options, I think. There should be Masuda. It seems like Hideaways are going to have something. And then some form of like actual overworld method that's not just an encounter, not just like a pure encounter method like this, unless you're trying to do full odds. Like if you're trying to do full odds, then sure, this is gonna be your one way to do that. Yeah, badge quest. Yeah, yeah. Then you are gonna have to do some encounter hunts, a good number of encounter hunts too. Excuse me. Can you hear me now? Yeah, glad you can hear again. Don't know what happened there. Because, yeah, stream wasn't muted at any point. I'm still very confused. I don't know if you guys hear it, but there's just always like this random little like pop over there. And I was like, what is that? I don't have a lot of things over there that can make a like pop sound regularly, but it happens like almost every stream. Unless it's like someone hitting the outside of my house. There's like someone sitting out there like just flicking it. Let's see the new footage of Hisui and Zora. Yeah, like the actual in-game footage? Yeah, I did see that. That was like on Twitter today, right? I saw that. I saw there was a new like video posted related to BDSP. I didn't check that out yet. Because I saw that like as I was prepping for stream, so I'll watch that after stream today. PDSP vid wasn't really worth it, just more gym footage and stuff that isn't anything new. Fair enough. It has just been nice to see the footage and just see more footage of the game. As far as what it, like, because we all pretty much know what's going to be in the game unless they really start showing a lot of, like, the post-game newness. Because I assume most of the new stuff's going to be post-game based or just, like one-off interactions that I'd rather not be spoiled. You know, like, outside of some, like, interactions alluding to some other stuff that will happen later in the game, right? That's different, but, like, yeah, for the most part, I'm not really interested in seeing what the content of BDSP is, outside of, if they were like, hey, this is how shiny hunting's gonna work, I'd be interested. If they were like, hey, here's the whole decks, and version exclusives, I would be very interested. But outside of those, I really just want to keep seeing more footage of the game in different lighting scenarios to, like, make sure the game, like, holds up as well as it seems to be holding up. No megas from the looks of it, sadly. I'm fine with that. Gym leader threw regular Obama Snow and regular Luxray, which would have been perfect places to show megas. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was not disappointed to see there weren't going to be megas, just because, like, they weren't in Gen 4, and they are leaning on Faithful heavily in terms of their remake stuff. So I'm not shocked there. Like, if they're being faithful to the point that they went back to, like, using one-shot TMs, I'm actually kind of curious if they're going to go back to old shiny odds. Like, that would be interesting. That'd be interesting. It's not fully back because HMs still seem to be more reusable, but there's a chance. There's a chance that we have, like, 1-in-8192 shiny odds again, which would be kind of crazy. Which also makes me go, will there be shiny charm? We'll see. We'll see. Though that's probably a little bit extreme. It looks amazing. Talks about Lake Trio and Water Reflections look amazing. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm very excited for PDSP. Very, very excited.
We could play blink, blink, 182. Drive around our cars and pretend that we never grew. Sneak out of the house every night. We were young and confused. We never made curfew. There was too much to do. We could play blink, blink, 182. Chasing all our drinks with Red Bull and Mountain Dew. Hangover so bad we would sleep until the morning was through. Yet start again cause we knew that there was nothing to lose. We can never go back to this. And as we grow, we'll look back and miss our lives. Cause we'll leave this time, we'll leave this home, and find lives of our very own. But we can play blank, blank, 182.
How am I? Something I should ask. I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for asking, Flint. Hope everything's going well with you. Today was pretty chill. Work was chill, as it usually is. Like, there have been very few days that work's actually, like, gotten out of hand in any way. Usually it's just kind of like, I just kind of do my thing, and you just have to, have stuff done every 2 weeks, and just kind of work on it over the course of those 2 weeks. Give daily updates in the morning, and then go back on about my day, just work on stuff. So I did that. That all was super uneventful after work. Went to the grocery store. Realized my car was dirty and washed it when I got home, and then streamed. Tomorrow will be fun. Tomorrow I'm helping with some robotic stuff again, which is the usual Wednesday thing. And then also usual Wednesday thing is doing a bit of racing over at one of the local kart tracks. Just because it's what I do. Meet up with people on those days and stuff. It was pretty good. Got some specimens from an aquatic center. Specimens? What do you mean by specimens? Sounds exciting, whatever it was. I'm glad to hear today was good. Plant and microverb is, oh, that's awesome. That's super cool. What do you do with them? Just like, what are you using them for? I'm assuming some kind of like observation experiment kind of stuff. In an aquatic science class? Oh, cool. Collect water samples and specimens to determine water quality and such. That's actually really cool, dude. That's awesome. Teacher brings the specimens back with us so you can observe them. Nice! Yeah, that's really cool. Dang, we didn't get Drifloon on the super spooky number. Evidently, since some of you had nymphs, she would see stuff like dragonflies and other bugs flying around. Oh, cool. Looks like they would mature and suddenly, like, boom, you got flying insects everywhere. We're making good progress. We're definitely gonna hit 700 today at this pace, assuming we don't get anything worried about. There being mosquito nymphs too. Yeah, that'd be unfortunate. I feel like, fortunately, like, in most of the world, that's just an inconvenience more than anything else. But yeah, that is unfortunate. True, not fun in class though. Yeah, not fun by any means. I totally get that. I would not be a fan of mosquitoes flying around a classroom I was in. I would very much be a little bit upset and disappointed with whoever brought them in. Like, who collected this sample? Hey, how's it going, Art? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Oh yeah, that'd be cool to keep the fish. Keep the fish. It's like that'd be the coolest class pet, right? Like, not only is it a class pet relevant to the class, but it's like literally was like just brought in water, and like now it's just here. Now it's just growing. That's super cool. You're good? How about myself? Doing well. Doing well. It was a pretty chill Tuesday. Looking forward to tomorrow evening just because of my racing and all that stuff. It'll be fun going out and doing some more of that. All right, brilliant Drifloon. Let's see what we got. We didn't get a shiny. That's what we got. We got a not a shiny. Yeah, the extent of me trying to like grow stuff is like various kind of plants that can be pretty easily like propagated. Like I have most of my successful plant growths have come from horrific failures of other plants. Like my mom has a big Christmas cactus. She's had it for a long time, and she would like take little cuttings off of it and make other plants. And she did that for me. She gave me like a little cutting off of a Christmas cactus that she had, and I put it outside, and it was just too humid, and the thing just died. It just immediately rotted and like started dropping pieces everywhere. So like, well, at this point, I guess I may as well try this. I just took everything, pulled it all out of the, pulled all the rotting pieces off, cut off all the rotting bits, and just like any leaf that wasn't rotted, I just stuck back in, and the thing exploded like over the summer last year. It just immediately like boom, filled its pot up, needs to be repotted already. I was like, okay. Same thing kind of happened again this past month. Like my mom is currently moving, and like closing happened on the house she was in, and closing doesn't happen for like another week on the house that she's going to. So she it's like in a hotel, so like her plants are with me, and the same thing happened with the original Christmas cactus, and now I've got like a giant part of that growing in a glass of water. Yo, Art! Upgraded the membership. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that, but member hype for Art, already was a member, but now is of a higher tier of membership. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, take care of fish tanks. Someone caught a catfish last year, and instead of buying a store fish, that's one way to go. Is I don't want to get one from a store. A free range catfish. I guess not really free range anymore if it's in a tank, but it was. It makes it fancier from the start. Yeah, but my other current plant that I'm attempting to grow is my yard is surrounded by English ivy, which is super annoying as like a weed in the yard. Like it just takes over everything, and it really shouldn't be there, and you gotta try to get rid of it. And but it's a great little like decorative plant. Hope it helps. Absolutely, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, definitely, because like all that money goes back into stream stuff and buying the games and equipment and everything. So I really do appreciate that, man. But yeah, so I took a little bit of the ivy that like I cut off while just like edging the yard this past weekend. I just took it, stuck it in a glass, and we're gonna see if it does well. One of my friends, hey man, I really appreciate that. That means a lot, dude. That means so much. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna hit 700. I might end up calling that the end of the stream today, potentially. I have a bonsai tree and some horsehair reeds that are doing okay. Bonsai tree looks pretty good. Yeah, so as far as plants I have my Christmas cactus. I have the attempted like propping of the one that fell off of my mom's this past week. I have the attempt at the ivy. What else do I have? I have like a little succulent that came from like a wedding I attended. It was like the like kind of just gift to the guests, and like it's alive still 2 years later, so that's kind of good. But it doesn't look healthy because it doesn't get enough sunlight here, you know. Like I guess when they don't get a lot of sunlight, they try getting spindly to get more sunlight, and it's like, good luck. I wish you the best in your attempts to get sun. Didn't notice you could upgrade till now. Yeah. I've always like viewed memberships as like set it and forget it as well, so I just kind of like choose my membership and let it go. The bonsai tree looks prego. I feel like bonsai trees have such personality. Yeah, the other thing I have is outdoor, which I would like to hope means that I have a little bit less of an influence over it, and it just kind of does its own thing. I planted some flowers over the weekend. Like in front of the house, there was some like big like barrel planters in front of the front of my front porch that at some various point have had many different plants in them. As shown by like a dead trunk of a bush or of a bigger flower, like all the roots and like all the little branches coming out of the ground were completely dead but still in the soil. There's a lot of like little tiny like just like circular like grass viney kind of things in there and stuff. And I pulled all that out and like, you know, put in some pansies in each of them, and hopefully they do well. I'm hoping they do well. It's like the right time of year for them and everything, so you know, fingers crossed they work. I just gotta like make sure like if they don't get enough water throughout the week that I give them some water. I used to have a cactus and it completely died thanks to your parents. Oh no. My girlfriend had a little succulent as well from the same wedding, but her cat like destroyed it. That's one thing I've been having to deal with. That's one thing I have been having to deal with is my cat, Adele, loves like just taking a bite out of the Christmas cactus. Fortunately, it's not like toxic to her or anything. Like that was my biggest concern when she started eating. It was one, why are you doing this? And two, like, are you going to die? Right? Like, like she'll just try to take a bite out of anything, you know. So it's like, I don't stop, right? Like, stop, don't do this. This is stupid. But fortunately, they're not bad for her. It's just what she wants to do for some reason. So that's like try to keep that away from her, but she always ends up finding it, and like she's really what she's done is she's found it gets my attention if I know that she's trying to eat it, so she'll take bites out of it to get my attention. It's like, stop that. you're gaining nothing here. So yeah, it's supposed to like have flowers and bloom like at this time of year and stuff, but it's just surviving. Any like leaf at the end of like the branches that would be like one to grow a flower off of it's like bitten. It's like, come on. So I gotta pull those off before the spring when it starts like trying to really grow again, and then like get it in an actual good spot for it to grow again and stuff. Is cat like biting boxes? No, she doesn't bite boxes. Surprisingly, she very much rubs her face on everything. I feel like more than I expected a cat to, you know, as far as like how they like mark territory and stuff. Like theirs is like they rub their cheeks on it and stuff to mark it. She does that on everything constantly, or will like just rub her tail under stuff. That's where she'll mark her territory. That's like what she'll do. She'll walk around and do that. She doesn't really like. She likes eating the cactus for some reason, and she likes eating just like plants in general. Which I know like cats to an extent like do. It's like instinctive to like try to get some fiber and stuff. So I take her on walks around the yard now. She has a little harness and everything, and she just goes on walks. And yeah, she'll just like munch on like various like leaves and stuff. But I've never seen her like boxes. Which version am I playing on? Right now I'm playing on Sword. So I don't have the Zacian. since that has to go into Shield, and GameStops by me don't have Zamazentas yet. Dogs might as well be cows. Oh man, one of our dogs when I was in like middle school and high school wasn't the brightest. He was a super sweet dog, but he was not the sharpest tool in the shed by any stretch of the imagination. And one time we were all sitting down eating dinner, and he just kind of heard like it was like the noise of like him kind of like almost growling. We weren't sure what he was doing, and turn around, and he was just like trying to eat the wall. Like he just had all 4 of his canines just like sunk into the sheetrock. It's like, what are you doing? Like the food's all on the table. Like it'd be one thing if he was like trying to jump on the table to eat the food, or was like trying to sniff around the kitchen where it was made, but nah. His teeth right in the drywall. But yeah, yesterday I had the cat outside, and like as far as like the cows and grass thing, and she just like found a really long piece of grass that was like deep in, like it was inside like the ivy patch in the yard that I'm trying to keep under control. As far as like it's spreading, but I don't do anything inside it because it's like the side yard and like kind of woods, so I just kind of leave it. And what am I trying to say? But yeah, so she found one really long blade of grass coming out of that and just sat there trying to eat it for like 5-10 minutes. Couldn't get it to work because I don't know, I think she was kind of like expecting for it to like break in the way it would break if she like bit down on the front of it, like on the top of it downwards. You know, like her incisors hit it, but it was just like her molars just like hitting it, not doing anything. Wall is where it's at. I don't know, maybe a piece of food hit the wall and it like smelled like we were eating steak. Like, it's like if like this is of all the meals for you to be like ignoring it and trying to eat the drywall, like this isn't the one I expected. I don't know. Dogs are fun and weird, you know. All pets are. My cat may as well be a dog though. In so many ways. You know, all of her body language is the body language of a dog. Yeah, everything about her is very dog-like. She's very much a lap cat. She's super friendly with everyone. Like, you know, it's always that thing, right? Where like, oh, like the cats are gonna go and hide when there's a bunch of people over. But no, a ton of people come over, and she just goes up, meets them all, and like sits in their laps. Loves the attention. Loves all the pets and stuff. I was like, hey, you know, I won't complain. I was a dog person growing up. We only had dogs, so like this cat's more familiar to me than most cats. But yeah, apparently her body language is so dog-like that like there's a chance that when like she was younger, because she's 3 years old and I adopted her like 6 months ago, so I guess like 3.5 now. But yeah, she was just so dog-like, and like the way that like she wags her tail, everything like that is very dog-like, and like to the point that my girlfriend was very thrown off as a cat person. She's like, everything about what this cat is doing, like with its body, like everything what this cat is doing below its neck says I am very angry and mad. Leave me alone. But she is purring and like bumping you with her face, which is the universal cat sign for I am happy, you are mine, pet me, right? Like, like it was just so conflicting. But everything was, all of her behavior like towards me was of, hey, you're good. But like everything like else just looked like so like angry. I don't know. She's a weird cat, but she's my cat. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow's, whatever tomorrow's weather is in the game ends up being more favorable for good Drifloon spawns somewhere. Because I think right now, half the lake is 25% and half the lake is like 10%, I think. So it's not the greatest of odds for us. I would really like to have the fog back that we had yesterday. I guess not tomorrow, but Thursday. Maybe on 777. Maybe. I was really hoping for 666 for the spoopiness of it. Also, speaking of the word spoop, I don't know why. But when I say the word spoop, I feel like the letter that was changed to make it more memey was the first P and not the second P, despite spook being a K where the second P in spoop is. I don't know why. Is anyone else like that, or am I just terrible with spelling? We already know I'm terrible with my ABCs from earlier. So maybe it's just me. I was always a math kid. I wasn't ever really an English kid. Don't like day changing for your weather, do you? Nope, I do not. No, I try to avoid doing stuff like that. I know it's like not really a big thing. It's not really like an exploit or anything, but it feels a little cheaty to me. So I try not to do it. That's why it's frustrating. It's like, because it's such a simple thing to fix. You have to change your system date, but it's like, I shouldn't have to. You know, I don't want to. I try to do everything as legit as possible, you know? And to me, like, I don't blame anyone or judge anyone for doing it. I just don't like doing it. I'm also so used to the 3DS, where it's like any of those games, if you change the date, it's just like, all right, well, anything that was related to the date is just off for 24 hours. Mirage spots, Mirage spots, and anything that was based off of, like, really Mirage spots is the big one, or Mirage Islands and stuff were like the big ones, where it was like, all right, cool, they're not going to spawn now. They're not going to spawn for a day. Or, like, special spawning things don't happen for 24 hours after you change your time and stuff like that. I'm so used to that I just don't want to do it in these games, even though it doesn't change anything. It doesn't actually do anything. I know that is just me though, so it's like, it's not like it's really a big thing. It's me. It's what I do. So I'm really hoping there's no weird date-based Pokemon encounters in BDSP, because that'll be unfortunate, because I do want to get those day one. Like, I think the only thing I could think of that I'd be okay with, just because it is what it was before, is the Drifloon on Fridays, and I think we should be able to do Drifloon, because it'll be a Friday when the game comes out. I would like to think we get far enough in a day to do that Drifloon encounter if it's there. Though it kind of wouldn't bode well for my whole, like, within the first week be shiny hunting with charm whole plan, if that was the case. There's time-based Pokemon, but I don't think day is a thing. Yeah. I'm fine with time-based. Like, if it's like every hour it changes, then I'm fine with that. Shiny hunting later on, maybe a little bit less okay with. But like, yeah, like date based. The only thing I think is day of the week, with Drifloon being a Friday thing. And again, it happens to work out for us. That happens to work out for us on that first week. On that first day of playing. If that is the case, if that's how it ends up working. Otherwise, it'll be like, no one can get Drifloon until like next Friday, and it'd be like, that sucks. If like it just doesn't work that way. I don't know. We'll see. We never know. Like, it's a thing where like again, like the games say they're going to be really faithful, but they've already shown that there's a lot of new things they've added. So it's like, what does this mean? What parts are faithful? What parts are new? What do they consider like modern? What do they consider to be like the modern comforts that they talked about versus what is just like stuff they want to replace? Like night and day Pokemon, not every hour. Okay, oh yeah, night and day absolutely is fine. That's absolutely cool with me. Because yeah, those have been a thing for a while. Like again, that's like usually those are just like start your hunt at a different time of day. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't mind night and day. Like if it's consistent, like that, where it's like summer at night, summer at day, I'm fine with it. It's the randomness it's random, but it only changes once a day, is annoying with this kind of thing. It's even a little annoying with, like I had mentioned before, the Mirage Islands and stuff. Those are a little annoying in ORAS and trying to complete a dex and being like, all right, well I need unknown. Oh, well, you can't go to that island right now because it's not there. And who knows when it will actually be the island that shows up again. That kind of thing can be annoying. But if that's not the case, then it's not the case and it's fine. As long as it's consistent. Because the biggest thing is just the wait 24 hours and hope, right? Which obviously is fine. If you do like the time shifting on your own and stuff, then it's fine. It doesn't become a big deal. But like for me, as someone who doesn't do the time shifting stuff, it's like, ah, come on. I swallowed that little bit of water wrong and I feel like I'm gonna cough, but excuse me. I feel like it's just been a thing for the past year where it's like just super like I feel like I have to explain every time I cough, right? And for the past year and a half, it's just been like I swear it was just me being horrible at like a basic human function. Alright, I think what we're going to do is just go ahead and do one more loop around the lake, see what we pick up, and then call it wraps on the stream, pick it up on Thursday. That's kind of my, that's my game plan at the moment. Just because we are getting close to the end, so I don't know how many we're gonna find in general, so may as well just give ourselves a little bit of a mark, you know. Hey, Drifloon, come here. Oh, I missed it. Let's go around in a circle. run in circles around it. Alright, so as I make my way back across the lake for the last time here, are you guys interested in doing a raid tonight? I want to know, since chat has been quiet for a little bit, I want to see if we got some people to do a raid before I attempt to do one. So yes, let me know in chat if you guys are interested in a raid. Otherwise, we can just kind of wrap up the stream, say goodbye, and everyone can go on their separate ways. Can't, unfortunately. I totally understand. I totally understand. Like, I know a lot of times people, it's like they know the stream goes until a certain like hour mark, and it's like I can't do anything after that. It's like I totally get that. I totally get that. That's kind of why I wanted to check. I know I saw that there's a few people who are watching. Not a whole lot happening in the chat. You know, it's getting late, so yeah, I totally get that. Yeah, so no worries there. It does seem like we are just gonna hopefully find something by the time we come back across from south to north. Whatever the next, it's probably looking like whatever the next Drifloon we see is gonna be our last one for the night, and then we'll call it a wrap. I'm gonna go ahead and save just to make sure, just because my luck has been really bad with like the cartridges just deciding to say, oh no, I disconnected overnight for some reason. I don't know why, but they've done it before. So I want to avoid that. I want to avoid losing the combo we've built up at this point. Or like not the combo, but the number of KOs. Let's see. Come on, one more Drifloon. We did a whole loop of the lake just now and didn't see a single Drifloon. What is this? It's baloney. There we go. Last Drifloon. Let's see what we got. It's still purple. It's still purple, so we're gonna have to go for the yellow boy again on Thursday. But I do just want to say thank you guys for being here, for watching the stream. I really, really do appreciate you guys all being here. We'll be back on Thursday, continuing this Drifloon hunt. Fingers crossed we can find it Thursday or Friday, so we can start up a Pumpkaboo hunt on Sunday for Halloween. Again, be here for the Halloween stream on Sunday. I don't usually stream on Sundays, but we will be streaming this Sunday. I'll announce the hours by Friday. I will be in costume. My cat will be in costume. Yeah, so heading out. Yeah. See you later, everybody. Just Art, thank you so much for upgrading the membership, man. I appreciate that. And I want to say a big thank you to Shining Umbreon, just because, you know, he was awesome and rated us. And yeah, I'm going to be heading out now, guys. So hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Hope you guys have a good Wednesday. I will see you all on Thursday. And until then, take care.